Hello, welcome back to the Blue Gem channel, and today we will be not reading entirely, but today we're going to be going over the history and story of Darkstalker, one of the most important dragons in, the entire Wings of Fire franchise. So his story starts in the Ice Kingdom, where we will be going over where his parents met, Foeslayer and Arctic. Prince Arctic was very resentful, as you could say, of his mother's rules. So he's an animus, and Icewing animuses only get one single spell to do. So he's thinking about it. He learns that there's Nightwings coming over to his palace. So what he does is he decides, he goes outside and then meets one of them. Okay? This is Foeslayer. Foeslayer and Arctic fall in love. They fall in love, they love each other. And then it clips to maybe a few years, we don't really know, of Darkstalker, really 2 eggs. It's from Darkstalker's perspective. He hatches and immediately starts hating his father. Mainly because his father hates how he looks more Nightwing, just doesn't respect him at all, and Darkstalker only knows this because he can read minds and see the future. So what he does is he thinks about everything that eclipses to further in the future. Darkstalker is really just made fun of for being a hybrid, but not just that, he's also very protective. Protective of who? Well, his sister, Whiteout, who is much more Icewing, in my opinion. So Arctic likes her a lot more. But that's just really his childhood. He knows he's an animus. Yeah, he inherited the animus powers from, his father. And really what happens to Darkstalker is he's had a few visions of this female dragon called Clearsight. Now, Clearsight knows all about Darkstalker. She is also a seer. She can also see the future, but she knows a lot more. She is much better of a seer than Darkstalker, and, here's the thing. Darkstalker tries to meet Clearsight on her very first day of school. So they eventually meet, and of course they already know that they're destined for each other. So what they do is they really try to find times to hang out and times to be together alone. Well, one day Darkstalker invites Clearsight over to his house while his parents aren't there because they don't know about her. Then he reveals that when they're there, he has a scroll, Animus Magic Scroll, where he writes down any spell and it happens, and it doesn't take any of his soul away, because that's what Animus Magic is known to do. Take your soul with every spell. So he's seen the holes in his father's soul. He knows that his father has done things he shouldn't have. So he decides he doesn't want to be like his father. He wants to be his own dragon. So, of course, like anyone would do with that, he enchants things. For example, a snake earring that will give him the power to be loved by all. Every single dragon in Pyria loves him. Like, not loves him, but tries to be his friend. So he does that. He's found by the queen, his queen. I believe it's Vengeance. So Queen Vengeance tries to get him to do war weapons, and he does a shield that kills any ice wing. So, well, really any ice wing except for Arctic and hybrids. So yeah, that happens, and we need really to go over that Whiteout is extremely bullied a whole lot because she's more obviously a hybrid. So basically, and his parents are extremely protective of her as well, because they don't want anything happening to Whiteout. So basically, they find I can't really explain it, but Darkstalker is found. He's found by his father. His father knows he's an animus. And, well, he starts hating him more. So, that's not good. So basically what happens is Clearsight is, promoted almost, because her extreme seer is seen by the Queen Vengeance, as I mentioned. And basically that means that they're invited to a 40th anniversary of the Queen, and basically I believe it was Clearsight's friend Listener who has a crush on another dragon. I don't really know. I don't really know his name. I'm pretty sure it's not all-knowing. It's let me see. What's the name? Sorry, I am not in a good... I'm not understanding. Sorry, I am really trying to... Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna try and find the name. What happens is... Darkstalker is attacked out of absolutely nowhere. And he is struck right in the heart. But he doesn't die. He still lives. And everyone is confused. Him and his friend Fathom basically... Fathom is fully, astonished, what the heck just happened? Same with Clearsight, previously mentioned. So they're like, I'm sorry, you just died. How are you still moving, breathing, living? You were just literally speared in the heart. And then they find out he protected his scales with this animus magic. But basically, that's not all that he does. With his scroll, he does much worse things. And then, pretty much, he leaves there thinking, not really worrying, but knowing that someone's probably gonna try and kill him. So he finds out who, and apparently it's the Queen. Queen Vengeance tried to kill Darkstalker, her own pawn. So, what happens is Darkstalker goes to kill the Queen. So basically what happens is he's on his way to kill the Queen when both Clearsight and Darkstalker get a vision at the same time about Arctic and Whiteout. Arctic is taking Whiteout to the Ice Kingdom. So they find him. They find Arctic and Whiteout. But here's the thing. Darkstalker has his scroll, and he enchants Arctic the Icewing to always obey him. They go all the way back to the kingdom, and here's the thing. He brings him to a stage in front of everyone. And he gets Arctic to admit what he did. But here's the worst part. He enchants him more and says, "Cut out your tongue." He slices his tongue off. And then he says, "Now, take your talons and show us what you really like on the inside. Pour out your life on this stage." And he does it. Rips his chest. Yeah, this is more of a gory video. I'm sorry about it, but Clearsight gets extremely mad, takes Darkstalker's scroll when he's not looking, and they find out he's been invisible inking spells. And that's not good. They find him, and Clearsight has a plan. Fathom, like I mentioned before, his friend, is also an animus. So he decides he's going to use his one spell that he promised he would never do. He enchants a bracelet to put whoever wears it to a never-ending sleep. They cannot die. Well, really, Darkstalker cannot die because he made himself immortal. Did I mention that? Sorry, if I didn't. Yeah, he's immortal. So, what he does is he enchants the bracelet, and he gives it to Clearsight. Then what Clearsight does with the bracelet is she finds Darkstalker on top of the current tallest mountain. At the time, a gate mountain, I believe it's called, a gate mountain. And then she tells him that there's going to be an earthquake, and then Jade Mountain will be the tallest. And so she brings him into a cave and slips the bracelet on him. He falls asleep, laying on the ground. But here's the oh crap, shoot, sorry about that. Give me a second. So what she does is she leaves him in there and takes his earring that makes everyone love him, and basically leaves and waits for the mountain to crumble. It happens, she knows that she is never going to see Darkstalker again. And Clearsight decides she's going to go to the Lost Continent and escape Pyria. Then, 2,000 years later, a comet passes through the sky close enough to shine as a fourth moon. And rocks tumbled and not shattered, but rolled around, fell, and deep underground, copper wires snapped, and a dragon awoke. Hello, thank you. Just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for watching this video. This was not the longest video ever. I believe that goes to my second part of Pokemon Infinite Fusion, but yeah, this was a cool story. It's a bit gory, but thank you for watching. Leave your ideas for my mascot in the comments below. And this is Blue Gem signing off.